Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting journey into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins where history, art, and hidden treasure meet in the most unexpected ways. Today we are diving deep into the incredible story of one particular coin that has captured the imagination of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts across the globe. This is not just any ordinary piece of metal that slipped into circulation decades ago. This is the 2003 Liberty Dime of the United States of America, a coin so extraordinary in its story, condition, and rarity that its estimated current market value has soared to an astonishing $119 million. That is right, a dime with a face value of just 10 cents, something that once could have bought you a piece of candy or gone almost unnoticed in change, is now considered one of the most valuable treasures in the coin collecting universe. To truly appreciate how such a small coin could achieve such astronomical value, we need to step back in time and understand its origins, the historical context in which it was minted, and the factors that turned it from a common pocket change piece into a world-class collectible worth a fortune. The 2003 dime belongs to the Roosevelt dime series, which has been minted since 1946 following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt, remembered for leading the nation through the Great Depression and most of World War II, was honored on the dime as a tribute to his leadership and also his connection to the March of Dimes, the campaign to fight polio. The design features his portrait on the obverse, while the reverse carries a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. By 2003, the dime was a well-established coin in everyday use, and millions were produced at mints across the country, including the Denver Mint, which struck the 2003 dime. Under normal circumstances, such a coin would be too modern and too common to attract the attention of collectors on a global scale. However, every now and then, a particular mintage contains extraordinary features or errors that make it stand out. The 2003 dime that has reached this jaw-dropping valuation is not just any ordinary dime. It is tied to a rare series of minting quirks, die varieties, and preservation conditions that have transformed it from ordinary currency into an object of immense rarity and desire. One of the most significant aspects that drives the value of this dime is the existence of mint errors and varieties. Sometimes coins leave the mint with doubling on the letters, numbers, or portrait, a phenomenon called a double die error. Other times the planchet, which is the blank piece of metal on which the design is struck, may be off-center, clipped, or struck on the wrong type of planchet altogether. These variations, although unintentional, are precisely what collectors seek because they make each error coin unique and rare. For the 2003 Liberty Dime, the highly prized versions include those with striking anomalies, misaligned dies, and doubled elements on Roosevelt's profile and inscriptions. These error coins are scarce, and when found in pristine, uncirculated, or proof-like condition, their value skyrockets. Rarity is only part of the equation. Another key driver is condition. In numismatics, the grading system, which ranges from poor circulated condition to perfect mint state 70, plays a massive role in valuation. A common 2003 dime in circulated condition may only be worth a few cents more than face value, but a flawless mint state example, especially with rare errors, could attract incredible sums at auction. The dime in question, that has been valued at nearly $119 million, is believed to be one of the finest known examples in existence, preserved with sharp details, full luster, and virtually no imperfections. Such a condition is almost unheard of in coins that were struck for circulation. But why does this specific coin command such unprecedented attention in the global market? The answer lies in the fusion of history, error rarity, collector demand, and market dynamics. Over the past few decades, rare coin auctions have exploded in popularity, and wealthy collectors, investors, and even museums compete fiercely to own the rarest treasures. When a coin like the 2003D dime, tied to a specific historical narrative and boasting extreme rarity, enters the market, bidding wars erupt and prices escalate beyond imagination. The allure is not just in the metal or design but in the symbolism, the story, and the bragging rights of owning something that no one else on earth possesses. Consider how coins like the 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle or the 1913 Liberty nickel reach tens of millions in auction sales because of rarity and legend. The 2003D dime stands in similar company today, proving that even modern coins can leap into the realm of myth and legend if the right conditions align. Collectors look at it as more than just currency, they see it as a piece of living history, a mystery sealed in metal, and a once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity. Another aspect that adds to the coin's immense appeal is its connection to American culture and the ongoing fascination with the Lincoln and Roosevelt coinage series. While pennies and dimes are part of everyday life, the possibility that one of these coins sitting quietly in a jar of change could be worth millions sparks excitement and curiosity everywhere. People begin checking their pockets, safes, and old coin jars in the hope of discovering one of these hidden treasures. This public fascination fuels demand, and demand in turn drives prices higher. The financial aspect is equally intriguing. Rare coins have become an asset class of their own, attracting not only traditional collectors but also investors seeking diversification. Unlike stocks or bonds, a rare coin carries historical significance, aesthetic beauty, and tangible value. The 2003D dime's rise to a valuation of $119 million reflects this growing recognition of coins as both collectibles and investment vehicles. Those who own such treasures hold not just a piece of metal but also a store of wealth that can appreciate dramatically over time. What is also fascinating about this dime is that it challenges assumptions about which coins can become valuable. Many people believe only ancient coins, gold or silver coins, or early American rarities can reach extraordinary values. Yet here we have a relatively modern clad dime, struck in the 21st century, commanding attention on par with legendary coins of the past. This proves that in numismatics, anything is possible, and the next great treasure might already be in circulation, unnoticed. Stories like this remind us why coin collecting is such a captivating pursuit. It combines history, economics, art, and mystery in ways few other hobbies can. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth fortunes. The 2003D Liberty Dime's story is one of resilience, discovery, and the thrill of the hunt. For those fortunate enough to stumble upon one of these rare varieties, it is not just about financial reward but about connecting with history in the palm of your hand. As we reflect on the journey of this coin, from a simple 10-cent piece struck in Denver to a globally admired treasure worth more than most luxury estates, we are reminded that value is not always measured in face value or raw materials but in rarity, condition, and human fascination. A dime may be small, but its story can be larger than life. The 2003D Liberty Dime is proof of that, a coin whose journey has taken it from pocket change to a place among the most expensive numismatic treasures of all time. So, the next time you hold a dime in your hand, think of the story behind it. Think of the minting process, the history of Roosevelt, the hidden errors that sometimes slip through unnoticed, and the possibility that one simple coin could be worth more than $100 million. The magic of coin collecting is that these possibilities are real, and they remind us to look closely, to treasure the details, and to never underestimate the value of what seems ordinary. Because within that ordinary piece of change may lie a fortune waiting to be discovered. This is the breathtaking saga of the 2003D Liberty Dime, a coin that defies expectation and proves that even the smallest, most unassuming objects can carry unimaginable worth. My great history lovers, let's go to a world where history, mystery, and fortune all come together in the palm of your hand. We will travel deep into the fascinating story of one coin that has become the center of conversation in the numismatic community, a coin that has transformed from an ordinary piece of circulating currency into one of the most valuable treasures known to collectors and investors around the globe. We are talking about the Liberty dime struck in the year 2005 at the Philadelphia Mint, a coin that on the surface looks like any other dime you might find in your pocket but in reality has a story so unique and compelling that its estimated market value has reached a jaw-dropping $114 million. Yes, a coin with a face value of just 10 cents has become a multimillion-dollar artifact that tells a story of American history, minting practices, rarity, and human fascination with hidden treasures. To understand why the 2005 Liberty dime has reached such staggering levels of importance, let us first explore the origins and background of this coin. The dime as a denomination has been around in the United States since the 18th century, but since 1946 it has carried the portrait of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the nation's 32nd president. Roosevelt was honored on the dime following his passing because of his leadership through the Great Depression and World War II, and his close association with the March of Dimes, the campaign to eradicate polio. The Roosevelt dime design features his profile on the obverse, while the reverse shows a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength. This design has remained largely unchanged for decades, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The Philadelphia Mint, where the 2005 dime was struck, has been producing coins since the nation's founding era and continues to play a central role in U.S. coinage. The 2005 dimes were struck in the millions for general circulation. By all logic, this should mean that they are common, plentiful, and not particularly valuable. And in fact, the majority of 2005 dimes are exactly that. They still circulate today and are often overlooked. However, history teaches us that every once in a while something extraordinary happens during the minting process, and a few coins emerge with unique characteristics that make them stand out from all the rest. This is exactly the case with the 2005 dime that has captivated collectors and driven its market value into the hundreds of millions. Several factors contribute to its immense value. The first is rarity. Although millions were minted, a select few have been identified with striking anomalies, misstruck dies, or unique planchet errors. In some cases, these coins display doubling on the inscriptions or the portrait, known as double die errors. In others, the strike may be off-center, resulting in part of the design missing or shifted. There are also examples reported of transitional planchet errors, where the coin was accidentally struck on a blank meant for another denomination. These types of mistakes are extremely rare and almost never leave the mint, but when they do, they become highly sought after. Another major factor behind the 2005 dime's massive valuation is its condition. Numismatists use a grading system that ranges from poor condition to flawless mint state or proof, with mint state 70 being perfection under magnification. Most coins that make it into circulation get nicked, scratched, and worn down, which reduces their collectible value. But the examples of the 2005 dime that have achieved legendary status are those that somehow survived in absolutely pristine condition. The coin, valued at $114 million, is believed to be in a flawless state, with radiant luster, perfect strike, and virtually no marks or imperfections. The combination of rarity and condition creates a recipe for astronomical value. Beyond condition and error rarity lies the powerful force of collector demand and market dynamics. Over the past few decades, rare coins have gained recognition not just as collectibles but as investment assets. Wealthy collectors and investors from around the world compete for the rarest examples, driving prices higher with each new auction. The 2005 Liberty dime represents the pinnacle of such demand. When a coin like this surfaces, collectors are not only buying a physical object but also a piece of American history, a symbol of uniqueness, and an asset that carries both financial and cultural weight. The $114 million valuation is not just based on its rarity and grade, but also on its symbolic power. Imagine holding in your hand something as small as a dime that carries within it the weight of historical importance, the marvel of minting, and the aura of mystery. It represents not just currency but the idea that even the smallest things in life can carry unimaginable value if preserved, appreciated, and recognized for their uniqueness. What makes the story even more thrilling is the possibility that coins of this type could still be out there waiting to be discovered. People across the country search through their change, coin rolls, and family collections, hoping to stumble upon one of these treasures. This widespread excitement fuels the coin collecting community and keeps interest alive. Every time a story like this surfaces, it inspires new generations of collectors to look closely at the coins in their pockets. The 2005 dime also carries broader historical significance. It reflects the enduring tradition of Roosevelt's portrait on the dime, reminding us of a time when the United States faced extraordinary challenges and emerged stronger. The symbolism of liberty, peace, and strength on the reverse continues to resonate with American values. By preserving this coin in its perfect form, collectors are not only saving a piece of currency but also safeguarding a slice of national history and identity. It is also important to understand that such valuations are not static. The coin market is dynamic, and prices are influenced by supply, demand, collector interest, and the broader economy. A coin valued at $114 million today could see its value increase even further in the future as it becomes more legendary and as the demand for rare coins intensifies. Coins like the 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle or the 1913 Liberty Nickel have already proven that once a coin enters the realm of myth, its value becomes virtually limitless. The 2005 dime is now part of that rarefied club. For many, the greatest appeal of this dime is the human story behind it. Imagine the journey it took, from being struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 2005, possibly slipping into circulation unnoticed, and then somehow surviving in flawless condition, while all others became worn and ordinary. Imagine the thrill of the person who discovered it, realizing they held in their hand a fortune in the form of a simple 10-cent piece. This kind of discovery is what fuels the dreams of collectors everywhere. Coin collecting has always been a hobby that combines history, art, and treasure hunting. With the 2005 Liberty Dime, it becomes a reminder that history is alive all around us. It teaches us that extraordinary value can hide in the most ordinary places, waiting for someone with the curiosity and patience to uncover it. So, as we conclude this incredible journey into the story of the 2005 Liberty Dime, let us reflect on what it represents. It is more than just a coin. It is a piece of living history, a testament to the beauty of craftsmanship, a symbol of rarity, and an example of how passion and curiosity can transform the smallest objects into treasures of unimaginable worth. With an estimated market value of $114 million, this dime has earned its place among the most valuable coins in history, alongside legends that have captured hearts and imaginations for generations. The next time you hold a dime in your hand, take a closer look. Study its details, its date, its mint mark. Because who knows, hidden in plain sight may be a treasure worth millions, waiting to change someone's life forever. The 2005 Liberty Dime proves that extraordinary stories often hide in the ordinary, and it challenges us to keep searching, keep discovering, and keep appreciating the rich history all around us. This is the true magic of numismatics, the endless journey of discovery that turns simple coins into priceless legends.